One, two, one, two. You have tuned in to the Bernard Williams Stay in Your Lane Show podcast. I'm your host, Pimp Slapperton III, aka Beef Wellington, aka the kid is not mine because it doesn't look like me, aka your mom's favorite rapper, aka Mr. Balls Deep the Fifth. And right now you've tuned into the Stay in Your Lane Show podcast. Let me know if y'all can hear me out there. If not, I'm going to complain to the management. I had to switch addresses. You know how it is. Yeah, man. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Okay, cool. All good. Great. Cool. Yeah, boy. So the World Championships has just gotten real interesting. Yes. Noah Lyles is your world champion for the 100 meters at 9:83.
All right.
Who predicted
I think
that?
we're good now. I think we're good.
What up, my brother? Right. All right, let me do the intro again. You have tuned into the Stay in Your Lane Show podcast. I am your host, the funniest Olympic champion on the planet, and right now we have a very special guest right here with us. He is a student athlete. He's an All-American. He's a 110 hurdler as well as a 400-meter hurdler. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, show love for Mr. Anthony Waterman.
But finally got on here. I had to get my to figure out how to. I had to figure out how to do it.
That's all right.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we just go practice, man. We go practice, man. Shouts out to you, man. Much props on your YouTube channel. Yeah, KingAntt. Y'all make sure y'all go out and subscribe to KingAntt's YouTube page. It is very interesting, not only for people like myself, but for people who are also in high school and college.
Make it like so like all ages can watch it. So
yeah, man. Now, we just saw Noah Lyles win the 100 meters, 9:83.
He posted he was gonna go 9:65, so I thought he was gonna go a little bit faster actually. So.
Man, that was good to see. And you know, I gotta brag. Coach Lance Brahman was my coach at Barton County Community College. So, yep, that's his coach. So it's good to see my coach, who I was in the right hands.
More great athletes.
Yeah, man. So I was like the first model of it. Now he's done took it and then improved the model over the years. But yeah, man, it's good to see you, man. So for the 110 hurdles, no, for the 100 hurdles, the women's, who's your dark horse?
Who is like not like expected to like win?
Who is not expected to medal? Who do you see really stepping up that nobody's really a sleeper? They call them sleepers.
Honestly, I think Masai Russell might have a chance at getting top 3, because she went like 12:36, like she went 12:36 in like April, but like she hasn't hit that. But like she may hit it this meet. I don't know, but I think 12:36 might take it to like medal top 3, but I don't know. It's gonna be close. Because the hurdles for the women is stacked, like it's stacked. So I think she has a chance. Though I think she has a chance.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Kenny Harrison.
But no, you know she was the former world record holder, right?
I know. She's a sleeper. See, everybody, you know, because she was the former world record holder. See, a lot of people sleeping. I'm not going to say she's going to win it, but she's definitely going to be a problem. She's going to get one of those medals.
What's her name? Is Toby Amisan? Is she running or is she still? Oh,
No,
she is.
they granted her. She's running.
Oh well, she might win
Yes.
if that's the case. Because like the world record holder right now. So, but I think it's 12:06. I think
Mm,
so.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now for the 200 men, who do you see as the dark horse
Two
that's going to
hundred
get one of those medals?
men's definitely Area 9, definitely Area 9 for sure. But I mean, I think some people.
So, so you're saying
I,
Arian Knighton is
I
going to
think I think
beat
he
Noah
is because
Lyles?
last year Noah beat him. So I think he's come for some revenge. I think.
Right. Yeah, you think he's going to because of that point Noah? Remember that celebration? Yeah. You know,
Mhm. I,
Zarnell Hughes.
I didn't even know who that was
He's a
until
sleeper.
today. Yeah,
For real? Man, that kid, he's run
really?
19.5 already. Yeah, he ran 19.5 about a month ago. And he went 9.8 about a month ago. He trains, I remember he trained with Usain Bolt last year, but he had false started
Mhm.
out of the Olympics or out of the World
I had
Championships.
yeah,
So
I had no
he's
idea who
hungry.
that was still today.
Yeah, man, from Great Britain, man.
Mhm.
He's a sleeper. I don't
He's
see Andre
still running.
DeGrasse getting a medal. Yeah. Well, he didn't make his national team in the 100 in Canada, but he won the Canadian
Mhm.
championships in the 200 with
I didn't even know he
2001.
was still running, but I don't
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think
still
I
running,
don't think he's
you
gonna.
know.
He's getting up there. He's like almost Usain Bolt's age, so I don't think he has a chance.
Oh, we're gonna
I'm
put
just saying,
age on
like,
it.
I don't know. We're gonna see what happens though. We're gonna see what happens. I think the 200 start like I think in 2 days, I think. So
Yeah. Do you think Noah Lyles you think you're gonna have enough rest to actually run the world record to
1919,
beat that world record?
I don't think so. 1919 is that's a crazy time for him to because he's at what 1903 now.
He went 1931. But this is when he was running 9.9. Now he's running 9.83.
Well, I don't know. 1919, that's still that's a crazy drop from. Well, it's not crazy. It can be done, but 1931 to 1919, it can be done, but I don't know. That's a crazy fast time. Like, and to think if he was gonna break, he has to go faster than 1919. So he has to go like maybe 1917, 1915. So we're getting down to like low 19s at that point. So
Right. Right. Now I think if Noah's not on his A game, he's going to watch out
oh
for
yeah, for sure.
Tobogo.
I didn't. He was the world U20 champion in the 100. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but he also went
Mhm.
19.5. No,
Yeah.
4 in
He's
the
one of the young
200, I
ones
believe.
like Area 9 who.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got to watch
Mhm.
out for him from Botswana. And I was really surprised that Oblique
Obliques.
Seville didn't
Seville?
get a medal.
Oh, the Jamaican guy. The Jamaican guy. Yeah. Yeah. I was watching
Yeah,
Aaron Brown. He was talking about him. He runs too
yeah,
fast in like the round. So by the time he gets to the final, he's like he's used all the.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because when I saw him run 9.8 the first round, I was like,
Mhm.
where did you go from there? You know what I mean? But that's probably that young energy because I don't think he's ever ran a world championships before on the top level. Like maybe the junior worlds, but I think this was his very first world championships. But yeah, those are some of my dark horses. Tobogo, Zarnell Hughes, and yeah, those two.
Mhm.
If no, and Arian
I
Knight.
think I think
Yeah.
I
So
think he has
now, uh, So you said Grant. So what about Grant Holloway? Is he going to walk away with the championship for the Gators?
I don't know. I think Cordell Tinch might be a little bit more hungry than he is, if we're being honest. I mean, he has experience. Grant has experience, so you never know. Yeah.
Right. Oh, Miguel, love your videos. Oh man, appreciate it. He probably talk about you, Anthony, because I only get about 5 or 6 people that like my video. I'm like, hey man, they say, yo, I saw your video. I'm like, why you ain't hit like? But yeah. All right, now what about the 400 hurdles? Since this is your world, I got to get your opinion on the 400 hurdles. Anybody beat me?
I don't think anybody's beating him, but I think it's gonna be the same top 3. Carson, Rod, and then the guy from Brazil. But Trevor Bassett from USA, he might sneak up in there. But Carson, Rob Benjamin, and the Brazil guy, they're gonna be running on like 46, 45 pace, and Trevor Bassett, he's still in like the 48. So I think he's ran 47 one time though, but it's gonna be close.
Yeah, I'm picking the Brazilian guy to win. Yo, he's a sleeper. And he's beaten Karsten Warholm a couple times last year. Yeah, you see what that dude's face? It looked like he was in the fire. You see what he gone through? Man, that dude, he gone through some. Yo, he gone through some pain. Yo, that dude is hungry. When you see him run, it looked like there's no lactic acid, nothing. Also, he's just.
I think Rob Benjamin, like he's gotten second at the Olympics and second at the World Champs. So he wants that gold, just like what's the name? Carson Warholm does. So I guess whoever wants to take it.
Right. What's up? Watch my feet. That's my brother Willie P right there. Could you follow me, King? Oh yeah, I was going to say, oh, that's you. Could you follow me, King? And I watch all your YouTube videos. See, I told you, man. They talking about you, man. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow KingAntt, man. He's a force to be reckoned with. All right. So I got some questions for you, man. So, what do you think track and field needs to be more popular?
What does it need to be more popular? This is a hard question because honestly, I feel like they just need to show it more on different like platforms, and they also need what is that thing? I saw somebody on TikTok say if track had like a celebrity race where like they had a lot of celebrities racing, I think for different races that would make it more popular too, because they've been running the same exact races since like the 1900s. So like incorporating like different races I think that would make it more popular.
Like the 65 meter
and also
dash.
I think a good race. I feel like if they brought back, well, they do 300 hurdles in high school, but if they did 300 hurdles on like the professional level, I think that would bring in some. Because that 300 hurdles like an all-out sprint, so it would be interesting to see people running.
Yeah, and saying I would like to see a new world record.
But they don't do it. They don't do it on like the pro level. So they do it, but they don't do it as as often.
Yeah, they need to do stuff like that. I agree. So what else would you like to see more at track meets, like when you're watching on television? Like what's something else that you would like to see at track meets?
I feel like longer interviews. I want to see longer interviews. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to see more excitement. Like I feel like for example, like in football, they got cheerleaders. We don't have no cheerleaders. I think they should have like marching bands, playing drums and And music. I think they should have music, you know, to get the crowd excited and to get the crowd just having fun, because you know music always move people. Yeah, I think those three things should be added into you know, just that I would like to see at a track meet.
I feel like I think there needs
What
to
else?
be way more excitement from the athletes, because like you see these athletes like Sydney McLaughlin, for example, she breaks the world record and she just sits on the ground, like she doesn't do no celebrity like celebratory dance or nothing, but she did just run the 400.
Bro, you of all people should know, after you
I think,
run the 400 hurdles, do you
well,
really
she doesn't have
feel
to do a
like
victory
taking the
lap, but I'm
victory
saying
lap?
like she can do something.
But you
Yeah,
know, but you
I
know
know how
how
it feels. I
tired
know how it feels, but
you get.
I'm just saying, if I ever make it to that
Okay.
level, I'm going crazy after I do something.
Right. They said,
Oh,
Anthony, when is it?
oh, I'm working on
When
that
is
video right now.
Scrabble fit
Actually, it's coming out tomorrow. I wish show it on my computer. I don't.
that more promotion all together? Now, do you think that world champions should be able to withdraw from the world
What do
championships?
you mean? Like as soon as like a previous world champion going to another one?
Like a theme Mo, or like
Well,
Sydney withdrawing, or like, do you think
I
they're able
feel
to do
like
that?
if it's a legitimate reason, I feel like they should. But I feel like if they stayed, there'd be more people watching because everybody knows who those people are. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a legitimate reason, then I mean they got to. They won't be performing as well. So
Right. Because I think when people don't come to the world championships, even if you're not at your best, right?
yeah,
There's something missing. There's a piece missing. And I think just their presence alone, to support their teammates, um, to support their, to support the sport and
yeah,
have their presence felt, I think they should still be able to come, even just to
yeah. So
commentate, you know. But I
you think they
think
should
they
be
should
paid
be paid.
if they? What do you mean?
All right. So like, let's just say Sydney has an injury, right?
Yeah.
So she can't compete, right? I think she should still be able, the world championships or people who's responsible should pay her to come and to just be a
That's
presence.
a bad idea.
To create the champion that she is, like an appearance fee. And so she input and even give us her view on who she think is going, who's going to be the future. And I think when they start paying athletes not just to run, but even paying them when they're not running for their presence, I think that will help the sport.
It'll get the athletes more interested in it too. So
right. And you won't be in suspense about your favorite star. You'll be like, oh, there she is. And she can kind of tell us, what she's going through, or tell us that she preferred not to tell us. It ain't our business. But I think that's what they need to start doing. They need to start paying the professional athletes to come to these world championships. They need to start paying for athletes to come to the Olympics.
I feel what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense, because you see Sydney McLaughlin pull out, you're like, what do you mean she's not going? Like, you expect them to see her there, and then she just posts on Instagram that she's not coming. So I think that's a good way dragging some more viewers and stuff.
Right. Now, here's another question. Do you think when people win the Olympic gold that they should be to just not run or barely run? Do you agree with that?
Honestly, that's a hard question, because honestly, I feel like they should be able to run in any meets they want to, even to go. Because I mean, just because you get American, like the Olympic gold one year, doesn't mean the next year you're still gonna get gold. So like, I feel like you should be able to run any meet you want to.
Right. I agree with you. And I feel that when you don't run, I think if you haven't ran a certain amount of races to defend your title, they should be able to take the
You
medal
think so?
back. Yeah, they should be able to take the medal back. And whoever's running and is the world's fastest human, that's who gets that year.
That's
it's
a
Olympic
crazy.
Yeah, man. Because all right, so like in boxing, right? If you win the light heavyweight championship, and let's just got it, and you feeling good, and it's certain opponents you're like, nah, no, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. If you don't fight within 2.5 years, they get to take the belt back, and whoever's the undisputed who's been going through the rankings, they give them an opportunity to win that belt.
I see what you're saying, but the athletes be,
because people be ducking and dodging, man. And I think duck and dodge, it doesn't help the sport. Like, people want to see people race each other and people camaraderie. That's why people look at Monday Night Football every week. People like competition, but I feel if you win an Olympic championship and you don't want to defend it year in and year out, it shouldn't even be yours anymore, because there's people out here busting their butt to be the fastest humans, but they don't get a chance to beat you.
I see what you're coming from. I didn't look at it from that standpoint, but that's just a crazy, because some people they be working a long time to get that medal, and then that one time they get it, they never get it again. Like, that's I see what you're saying though. That could be a new rule that people want to integrate into it.
Have you seen Noah Lyle's
I haven't got a
documentary
chance
on
to look
Peacock?
at it.
Well, I looked at one episode. It's like a series, and I didn't know that he grew up with a lot of health problems from 0 to 10, like from asthma to a lot of things. And it's a really good documentary. It really gives you a sense of what he's been through. I think they should have more documentaries for people like Sydney, for people like yourself.
Sydney McLaughlin needs to have a documentary. Because how do you run? I don't know how she ran 50.4 in the 400 hurdles at 16 years old, but somebody needs to figure out how she did that. So I've been. Which
no, go ahead.
Because she was been running so fast since she was like 16 years old. I just don't understand.
Do you know when she was 16 years old, she was a different person? She used to smile. She used to smile. She used to celebrate. Yeah. And then something happened where the media just kind of like really went at her. Somebody in the media. And from that point on, her face just got tight. She got faster, switched coaches, and she wasn't that 16-year-old girl who ran that fast no more. She was somebody all about that business. But the world to do that to you, where you're nice and bubbly and happy to just be there, and then you got to put on that armor to let people know, like, no, I'm about business. You can't just talk like that. And I think the reason why she doesn't celebrate like that and why she has that demeanor is because she's here to handle her business.
That's what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
man. I was in Now, do you
Oregon, think running the U20 when she walked? Whenever you know how they did like the little athlete introductions in the beginning of the races, all the athletes they be like smiling.
Yeah.
Sydney McLaughlin, she doesn't even look at the camera. She doesn't even acknowledge that the camera is even there. Like it was crazy to watch. Like she's so zoned in, it's crazy.
Yes. Yeah. Yo, take notes. Man, take notes, because that's greatness, man. Michael Johnson was like that. He was very I don't think I've ever seen Michael Johnson smile until after the race during the interview or something. He never smiled before the race. Never. He was all business, man. Old school. He looked like an angry Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Michael Johnson. Now, do you think athletes should be disqualified to celebrate?
That's crazy. That I saw this one guy from Virginia Tech. He got disqualified for doing something like that, celebrating at the end. That's a crazy. Like every other sport, you get to celebrate any kind of way, but like, well, I guess in track you get to celebrate sometimes, but sometimes they disqualify you for that. But I think that's a crazy rule because you run as fast time, and you have to act like a robot. Like it doesn't. I don't get it.
Yeah. And I remember when we won the Olympic gold and we celebrated putting the flags on it.
Really?
People were angry with us, bro.
What was this? What event? The 4x1?
They said, yeah, the 4x1. And they said we was disrespecting the flag and good soldiers died for that flag for you all to have an opportunity to act like idiots. And I was just like, whoa. Yeah, they was really sensitive about the way we celebrated. And we still kept our medals. Nobody took our medals. It wasn't poor sportsmanship, but they got a lot of rules now for the United States that if you try to celebrate the way we did, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. You probably can keep your medal, but you're going to be in some trouble.
And that's the crazy rule. I don't understand that because every other sport you can do some type of like celebration, but in track you got to keep it to like the slightest celebration, or else they're crazy.
And I think that's why the sport is hurting too, because you don't get to see personalities. You know, why y'all let Usain Bolt celebrate and get all the glory? Now nobody can celebrate after
it doesn't
him.
make sense.
So when Noah Lyles does celebrate and he does his little antics and stuff, I'd be like, go on, do it. Do that backflip, dude. Because nobody is doing that. And it's because we're too afraid to express ourselves. Because you'll get disqualified or penalized. And even in high school, it was a cat that he just threw his arms up and they disqualified him as
they did
meat, man.
Brody Buffington.
Brody, yeah. With a name like Brody Buffington, yeah, he's supposed to come across the line like, huh, like Buffington, like, you know what I mean? Can't come across the line like Brody Buffington without flexing the muscles. Now that's marketability, you know. Yeah, man. Now what do you think is going to take? I know you're in high school and you're growing, but what do you think is going to take for track and field to get more money?
I think more people in the stands are like the big meets, but I feel like there also needs to be more bigger meets because a lot of people, there's only like one big meet that people watch a year, the World Champs and then the Olympics. Yeah, Olympics. So like they need to have more big meets throughout the year, I would say. Like they have a couple big meets, but like they need to have like at least like 5 or something to keep people like entertained.
All right, now we say that, right? But do you really think that these athletes handle 5 more championships?
I mean, if they want some money, I would say they need to get.
Yeah, but you're right, because they used to have World Cup, and the World Cup, it wasn't for soccer. World Cup was for track and field athletes too, and they had the Pan American Games, but now they call it the Pan American Games U20.
Yeah, they just had to.
You know, Right. Shouts out to Elise Cooper for getting the silver, and Sean T. Jackson for getting the gold in the 200. And shouts out to the Team USA for winning the gold in the 4x1. But yeah, you're right. They should have more track meets, more bigger track meets. Yeah, man. Man, it's been a great show, man. So what was on the menu tonight, man? What
My
you had
dad
to eat?
cooked some barbecue chicken.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you like barbecue,
Yeah, I
man?
remember you told me you don't like you don't like
Hey, sweet, man. Now you knowing that track and field needs to improve, what motivates you as a youngster? What motivates you to want to run in the Olympics and the World Championships?
Honestly, I would say what motivates me is my pride. I want to do it for myself. It's not so much I want to do it for like other people, but like just to see my name up on like the big screen, that's been like the goal for me. So I try to motivate myself, to be honest.
So it's not about the money. It's not about the medals. It's all about the motivate just for yourself to know that you can do it.
I don't
be the best.
The money. I think that's why most track athletes still run, because like seeing your name at the top of that screen on whatever event, it's just a good feeling, especially on like the big stage. So yeah.
Right. Now, you into fashion as well, and also into, you have a great media, social media presence. What do you think you're going to contribute? Like, what are some of your hidden talents that you're going to bring to track
talents? I used to do gymnastics. I don't know if you know that, but I used to do gymnastics. So as soon as I come, if I make it up to that big stage, I'm gonna bring some entertainment. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do a flip across the line, a backflip. I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, that's right. So now, what is your number one goal for next year?
Number one goal for next year, I would say make the USA U20 team. That's my biggest goal. Yeah.
Okay. Big. Okay. I like that. And I know you can do it. I know you can. Absolutely. Well, look, man, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you coming through, Anthony. Yeah, and so the World Championships will be going on. If you want to come back on tomorrow or a couple days, man, come on through, bro, so we can chat up some more.
All right, you too. Talk to you later,
man. Have a good one. All right, peace.